Hi, everyone. Gifted39, you know who it is. You have not heard from me for a while. This is the next episode of My 39 Cents. I don't even know what number episode this is, but it'll be numbered accordingly when you're watching this. Yeah. Shout out to the homie NIXX. He's the one who is the guy behind the camera. You don't get to see him right now. However, I don't know why I just plucked my phone. That hurt. However, I got a lot to talk about. A lot that y'all need to hear about. A lot that some of y'all are probably wondering about. Some of y'all who are friends, foes, acquaintances, and others. First and foremost, though, I wanted to say I apologize to my wife because I had lost myself for a while. And, you know, if you don't know, we've been separated for a little while here. And we just been working through it the best way we can, individually as well as together, conversations. A lot of people have added their own details to things and decided they're going to embellish and whatnot. And it's all good because that's what people do, because people like drama. People like to have something to talk about. People are saying that I beat her up and beat her bloody and all that. That's not what happened. No, not at all. She thought that I was stepping out of our marriage. I was not. She got mad at me. We got to arguing like couples do. And I grabbed her. And I scared her. And I stopped. And that was it. You know, people want to take that and do with what you will. You know, I've already made my peace with her. Apologized to her about it. And I put myself in therapy because at that moment I realized I was dealing with some stuff that I didn't even realize was starting to change who I am as a person. Not just with my wife, but with my friends, my acquaintances, my business partners, etc. I closed down G39 Productions for now because it was becoming too much of a stressor and not a stress reliever. The reason I did music to begin with, and anything pertaining to music and entertainment, is for therapeutic reasons. And I'm back at a point now in my life where if I'm not doing music and it's not therapy to me or someone else, or I'll even go as far as to say some form of ministry, then I don't want no parts. Now, somebody might be like, oh, that make no sense because you're doing horrorcore and juggalo and gangster rap. Who's to say that that's not therapeutic to me? If I can say it on a song, then it's less likely for me to do it in real life. That doesn't mean try me. Just saying. So just wanted to clear all that up. Performed at the Gathering as 1/4 of the Psycholos. The Psycholos have since decided to disband because of confusion and miscommunication, not amongst us as a group, but just people who were watching us, you know. Legion of God and Grim Smiles got into it over the internet about who was a real juggalo and juffalo and all this nonsense. Listen, I got no problem with either one. That was their beef. People were asking me privately, you know, where I stood on it. They had a disagreement. They are two grown-ass men. They worked it out. Personally, I'll speak and say that I don't see Legion as a fake juggalo. I don't care what you say. I've been down since I was 8 years old. You know what I mean? Everybody who comes into the whole juggalo thing, they come in for different reasons and they come in different ways now. It's not just like it was back in the day where you heard the 6 Joker cards and, you know, you put on the clown makeup and picked up a hatchet and was like, I'm down. You know, and it's not quite that simple, but you get where I'm going if you know anything about juggalo culture and how it's, you know, changed, evolved. You know, there's a lot less togetherness within the fam now than it should be. And, you know, that's just how it is. Unfortunately, it's sad. People think because, you know, this or that you're not real. And I'm just like, okay. You're not a racist. You're not a chomo. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, you have a place in the fam if you choose. You know what I'm saying? We don't deal with racism. And we don't deal with pedophilia. It's like, I guess that's how it's said. We don't deal with those things, you know. It used to be that, you know, Satanism was like kind of looked at, but not even now juggalos accept, you know, we try to accept all walks of life. We really do. It's not a faith. It's not a religion. It's just a subculture that came from a fan base that started with Insane Clown Posse. I've spoken on this before, and that's my 39 cents on that. I'm not done yet. Don't stop playing. But yeah, there's so the gathering was good. We accomplished our goal as Psycho Lows. That was our main goal in mind. Psycho Lows came together organically by itself. It really wasn't planned. It just kind of the ball got the rolling, you know. There will be a Psycho Lows prototype jersey available pretty soon here. It was designed, and we never got to really move forward with merchandise or anything because, as I said earlier in the video, we have since decided as a group, as a collective, to disband. Not because anybody hates anybody, but just because, like, we're all doing our individual things, you know. And just because I shut down G39 Productions doesn't mean I'm not doing music. I'm still doing music, but like I said, I reclaimed my passion for it and my original reason, which was therapy. Being in therapy, I've gotten back in the gym. It doesn't look like it yet, but, you know, give me time. Back into my scriptures and my studies, doing music, writing, and creating jerseys. If you still want to order a custom jersey, I still do those. You know what I mean? And it's just every aspect of my life, I have some form of therapy that adds to the therapy sessions that I have with the therapist. So, as far as, you know, my wife and I's separation and all that, anybody who's not for us, I don't want nothing to do with you personally. I don't really care what you are, where you from, how long we known each other. I don't care if you're a juggalo or not. I don't care. Like, because my whole thing is, if you're not for us making it, then you was never for us. You know, if you're taking sides when a couple has a riff or a tear or a break or a split, then you was never for them to begin with. And if you don't understand that, then you're probably the type of person I'm talking about. You don't gotta like it. This is my show. And that's not my problem. People, you know, making threats and all that, and you know, my thing is this: I can only die once, so if you come, you better come correct. If you know me, you know how I roll. Whether I'm alone or with a crew, it doesn't matter. I keep it with me at all times, you know, because that's the world we live in, and that's the background I come from. You know what I mean? Mad love and shout outs to those who made it a point to reach out to me. Actually, homie NIXX, who is shooting this for me right now, he was one of the first ones to reach out to me when everything went crazy and was like, yo, are you good? I know you have a gun. Are you okay? I'm not suicidal, but he don't know that. He wanted to make sure. So shout out to him for that, and anybody else who hit me up. That's a real friend. That's how you're supposed to do it. I've done the same thing for others. Like, if you know your friends, you know, I practice my Second Amendment. It doesn't matter if they don't show any signs of anything being wrong. What if you don't ask and make sure, and then they do something unexpected, and now they're gone? And all you had to do was hit them up and be like, yo, you straight? That's all I'm going to say about that. So, thank you to him and anyone else who has reached out. I appreciate you, and I got mad love for you and mad respect. The Hatchet Ninja. People have been asking me about the Hatchet Ninja. Privately, mostly. Oh, you know, you shut down G39 Productions. Wasn't the Hatchet Ninja like the logo for G39? No, actually it wasn't. The logo for G39 Productions was the G and the 39 in cursive, and it had Productions on it. You see it on the shoulders of some of my older jerseys. They're old now because, you know. Anyway, but the G39, if you see it on stuff moving forward, it's still a representation of me because I built the company as a spinoff of my name. It turned out that a lot of people who was rocking with G39 felt like they weren't fully a part of it because it was a spinoff of my name, and that was never the intent. Also, moving forward, like, shutting down the company was one of the best things for me. I found out that a lot of the artists who were with us at one point, they felt like they weren't free agents when that wasn't actually the case. On paper, every single artist, including myself and SereniTy and anybody, were all free agents to do what they want. It was literally just an amplified network, so to speak. It was a stepping stone for people to get to their dreams, to accomplish their dreams. But when the purpose got lost in communication, it just became pointless. So I'm back to being fully independent, just me. I'll still work with whoever was with with G39 at one point, but like everybody's G39 alumni now, and that's fine with me. So the Hatchet Knitted was not just a representation of G39. It was a representation of me, Gifted 39. It's a representation of any juggalos that disagree with the split and the beef within the fam. Any juggalos that feel like, hey, it don't matter if Twisted went one way and ICP went the other way. We all still ninjas. You know what I mean? That all that lingo and all that terminology, we all come from the same backgrounds, we are cut from the same cloth. So all this split and division and your crew versus my clique versus, F all that. Why are you wasting your time? A couple of artists had a beef and they don't get along anymore, but they're still part of the same culture. Y'all letting that divide us? Y'all realize the FBI is sitting back laughing at us right now, right? The very organization that wanted to mislabel us a gang and say that we were evil and dangerous and all that. Come on, man. All you're doing is feeding into what they want to begin with. So there's that. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but because I've already made my points. I'm not sure. There's more music coming, regardless. I'm here with the homie NIXX, and he's shooting this once again. I probably said it like 5 times already on this video. I might have to edit a few of them out, but whatever. I'll say it again. The homie NIXX is shooting this video. This is a different approach for me for these My 39 Cents episodes. Usually I shoot and everything myself, but like this thing's been having problems, so I can't shoot on there anymore. And then my other camera that I have is full because I got footage I need to
action.
We had some technical difficulties. The camera decided to close and shut off by itself. Has a mind of its own, apparently. Keep telling people robots and AI is going to be the end of us humans. Anyway, so, yeah, I was talking about the cameras and stuff having problems, and then one of the cameras is with the wife, and and then I was going to use the tablet, and then that wasn't working out, but yeah. I'm learning a lot of stuff about myself, learning a lot of stuff about my wife, learning a lot of things just in general. Life has a way of showing you what you need to know. And if you're a believer, I believe a lot of times it's God, it's the Holy Spirit showing you the signs of what you need to see. And then the information you're given, the signs, the evidence, the whatever, however you want to label it. Once you're given all these tools, now it's laid out in front of you, and you have to decide now through prayer and self-research and reevaluation, etc., on how you're going to move forward. I laughed because I looked over at the screen and NIXX has a picture of me up on the freaking thing as he's. That's a good one. All right, that one's used for a lot of stuff. Anyway, I can't give away what's going on because there's stuff coming that y'all gonna be like, I'm gonna touch on this real quick. There's at least 2 of you who haven't gotten your bundles yet because of different things that happened. My apologies to you for that as well. I still have them. Either come by and get them, or I will send them out to you ASAP. It's just been, things have been crazy. My life has been crazy. It's been all over the place, to say the least. I waited to do this episode of My 39 Cents because my initial response to a lot of the stuff that I was hearing was anger, and it was rage. See what I did there? Yeah, I dropped the rage in it, and that's perfect why there's going to be a video and a song being released here soon called Rage by NIXX featuring me, so you're going to want to check that out. But it's befitting for this point in my life because I've felt a lot of that. I was feeling a lot of that. Therapy's helping. Therapy works, but therapy only works if you're willing to do the therapy work, and I am. So, I feel like there was something else I was supposed to cover. I spoke on Grim Smiles and Legion of God. I spoke on my wife and I's separation and my mistake I made, and what I'm doing to fix that. And I spoke on why I shut down G39 Productions. I spoke on Psycho Lows and why we disbanded. Oath is also disbanded, but the project 3900, as promised, is also on this channel, so check it out. I'm working on a mixtape still. Hashtag No Filter 2. Shout out to Bleeding Beats Productions. They're actually the ones who are helping me get that put together, squared away. Shout out to my homie Boogeyman. He's the CEO and president over there. He came to me and was like, listen here, bro, I know you're closing a lot of things down and you're doing this, that, and the third, but you still need to create, still need to do your music. Let's get this mixtape done. So that's what we're doing. We're working on it. Anybody who I've spoken to about it who's still trying to be a part of it, mad respect, mad love. The partials are coming. I'm getting them squared away and done the way I want them on my end first, and I can send them out to you. Get to work, do what you do. It's gonna be fire. Big on integrity, so everybody's got to have proper acknowledgement. Yeah. So there's that. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give too much away. There's some stuff that I got going on that y'all won't know until it goes public, and then you'll be like, oh, really? Yeah, really. Is there anything else, you over there, cameraman, that I mentioned that I needed to put in this thing? That I need to, he doesn't know. He did this. He gave me this. He said, I don't know. I'm just the guy behind the camera. That's cool. I think that's everything. I hope that's everything, because the way this one's being shot, I'm not going to be able to come back, open the camera up, and record more, because this footage is just one and done. We're doing it here. Now it's being transferred to me, then I'm going to edit it and post it. And still, once I get to episode 39, there will be no more episodes of My 39 Cents. So, if you've been following along so far, thank you. The Gathering of Dreams was amazing. I had a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff that happened there that was questionable. There's a lot of things that happened that could have been avoided. There were some decisions made that probably shouldn't have been made, but whatever. You live and you learn, you have fun, you move forward, right? And for those of y'all wondering, that's how long it's been, roughly, since me and my wife mutually decided to separate, to work on ourselves individually, and see if God will bring us back together or where we will go from there. I'm really not giving y'all too much, because people like to take and add and run fucking ads like they're campaigning for some position, making up their own details and whatnot. It's just hilarious. Stop adding your own details of what you wish to people's shit. It's their shit. Let them deal with it. You know who I'm talking to. There's some songs and stuff that I pulled from the mixtape. I'm not going to be on there. But so it's known, I don't take nothing out of songs. So there's that. Maybe it'll just be an unreleased track. Or 2 or 7, whatever. I got a lot to say. Even more than I had before. I'm refocused. And for those of y'all who already really knew me, those of y'all who really know me, and I say people who've known me 7 years or more, I'm back to being a G that, regardless of the chaos that surrounds me, I'm able to focus, plan, and execute without being stopped by anybody. Most people who think they know me, which is those who have met me within the past 4 to 5 years, think they have me figured out. I'm going to let you go ahead and have that and think that you do, and continue that way. So that if you cross a line that you shouldn't cross, you'll find out real quick the hard way. But God bless you, regardless. I got a whole bunch of wonderful lyrics that are going to be outlining a lot of what's been going on very soon. So you guys stay tuned, and I think for now, that's my 39 cents.